After one of the darkest days for American democracy in history, a silver lining. The US Congress sits until the early hours to confirm Joe Biden as the next president.
The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Joseph R. Biden, Jr. of the state of Delaware has received 306 votes. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 232 votes.
The current US president, Donald Trump, condemned by political allies and adversaries alike for his role in inciting Wednesday's violence and banned, at least temporarily, from social media, grudgingly accepted he will leave office in a pre-dawn statement, but he also holds on to his false claims of voter fraud. His statement reads, "Even though I totally disagree with the outcome of the election and the facts bear me out, nevertheless, there will be an orderly transition." But the damage to US democracy and reputation will take a lot longer to heal. A fence is now being built around the US Capitol, emergency laws in place until this unpredictable president leaves office, while serious questions about how this happened need to be answered.
We must also understand why the federal law enforcement response was much stronger at the protest over the summer than during yesterday's attack on Congress. I also call on the Joint Terrorism Task Force to investigate, arrest, and prosecute any individual who entered the Capitol, destroyed property, or incited acts of domestic terrorism observed yesterday.
The legacy for President Trump is that his reputation will be forever even more tarnished. The fact that rioters were in the end chased out of the building came as little comfort to a nation shocked at this most rebellious of acts. There have been last-minute resignations. One of the most high-profile, Chinese-American Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao. In a statement, she said, "Our country experienced a traumatic and entirely avoidable event as supporters of the president stormed the Capitol building following a rally he addressed. As I'm sure is the case with many of you, it has deeply troubled me in a way that I simply cannot set aside." Chao is married to US Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who criticized what he called a failed insurrection. The Senate's Democratic leader called for the Trump cabinet to remove the president from office, using the never-invoked 25th Amendment to declare the president unfit for office. Failing that, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi insists new articles of impeachment should be drawn up.
In calling for this seditious act, the President has committed an unspeakable assault on our nation and our people. I join the Senate Democratic leader in calling on the Vice President to remove this president by immediately invoking the 25th Amendment.
There have been other last-minute resignations here at the White House too, and more may follow. But what might worry this president most is the fact that he's been banned, temporarily at least, from many social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and others. The question is now, what will this president do without the oxygen of publicity? Nathan King, CGTN, at the White House.